Welcome, second graders, to the first step of our next project. You received three things, so black paint, a white piece of paper, and a tannish brown piece of paper. Today, we're only going to focus on the white paper, so we can take that tan paper and put it off to the side, but make sure that we put it somewhere not too far from where we're working so that we keep it and don't lose it. Next week, we will talk about the brown paper and the paint. So today, we are going to be drawing something on the paper. You're going to be using a pencil. And what we're making is I don't know if porcupines are rodents or what they are, but we are going to be making a porcupine. And the porcupine is not going to look like a porcupine today. If anything, it might even look like a little bit of a rat. So the fun comes after today. First thing we're going to do is we're going to be over to the left side of the paper and kind of in the middle. And we're going to start out with a smaller shape, but it's kind of like a triangle with the pointy part down and rounded corners. So instead of pointy corners, we want rounded corners. With everything that I am going to be drawing on this piece of paper today, please watch first, then pause, then draw. All right, so over here, and this is the same size piece of paper as yours, so try to put everything in the right spot, okay? So I'm going to draw the top of that triangle that I was talking about, and now I'm going to come down and then back up, okay? So a small triangle with the pointy part down and then rounded corners. Okay. Now starting on the top left corner, I am going to go up and then come all the way down over here. So I'm going from here, again, watching first, I'm going up, and then I'm drawing down almost to the corner. All right. On the bottom of that triangle, we are going to make a line that slants downward. So not straight down, but comes down on an angle from the tip down about that far. Okay, from here, this is going to then kind of almost go straight and then come up. And then not on the corner of this, not on the end of this line, but in a little bit, we're going to come down, kind of go up this way, and then go up like that. Okay. So this will become the head of our porcupine, but now we need to focus on our legs. All right, so we have this line here that we just drew. We're going to go kind of in the middle of that line, and we're going to draw a line that comes straight down. And once it gets to here, we're going to stop, but then curve out like that, and then straight over past this line. Okay, and this is the bottom of one of the feet. We're going to go up a little bit past if we look over here, past the slanted line. And then we're going to make we don't want to make a really tall V or hill or point. It's going to go out about the height of the chin. Okay. Then it's going to slant down this way. Okay. And so we kind of want to be at about the height of the top of the foot. And now we're going to slant out again, round it. And so if you're looking, you should still have some space over here. And again, it doesn't need to be perfect. We're just trying to make a little bit of the body. And then we're going to come down and then out to the end of the tail. Okay, so that was a lot, and yours might not look how you want it. Keep drawing, and if you get to the point where you're like, I hate it, I can't erase it anymore, flip your paper over and try one more time, okay? Drawing slow and really watching me. But if your whole thing is only this big, that's okay. If yours is so big that your tail goes off the paper, that's okay. So realize that there's a lot of freedom here. Okay, so right now we have 2 feet. We need 4, all right? But we're trying to show that these are the 2 feet that are closest to us, so we need to draw the ones that are on the other side of the body. From the bottom of its mouth, or chin, I should say, we're going to come down, and then we're going to kind of copy this shape, but we're going to do it a little bit smaller, and it's going to come in like that. Again, pausing whenever you need to. Now we're going to come over and copy this type of foot, but we're going to come on an angle like this, come down, curve around, and then go up. Again, you might be saying this looks nothing like a porcupine. That's okay. It will later. I'm going to add some toes now. So I'm going to kind of curve a line up like that and then put another one. And I'm going to do this on all 4. Okay. So in the nose, we're going to start at the, so if the point is here on the bottom, we're going to go up a little ways. And then we're going to kind of copy this shape. So we're going to go up like this line goes up. And then almost at the top, we're going to come down, and that's its nostril. Okay. Now up on the, above the nose, kind of imagine, and if you need to, you can kind of draw a line really light because you're going to erase this later, but a line that kind of curves like this. And on that line, we're going to put 2 eyes. So one's going to be smaller, okay, because it's kind of on the outside of the, or the other side of the head. And then this one's going to be a little bit bigger, okay? And so that curved line kind of helps me make the bottoms of the eyes. And then I like to put a little line that goes from the, where the point of the triangle is over here and goes kind of in between. Because that kind of shows its nose or its snout. So I can erase that slanted line. Okay. I'm going to put a bunch of dots close to the nose, and then maybe 3 or 4 whiskers, and I can put them out on this side too. So now we're going to make the eyes a little bit more detailed. We're going to make a smaller curve. So I start at the right side, come in a little bit, and then go up. And I'm going to do the same thing on the smaller one. And then I'm going to place a large circle in both of them like that. And I think we need an ear. So by the bigger eye, just up a little ways, we're going to make another hill. And I'm just going to put one line in the inside like that. And then over here on the outside line, we're going to come up and just draw that. I'm going to leave a little circle in the eyes and then color around it. Okay. And that is my porcupine before we add all the spiky quills. Okay. So with your drawing, we're going to leave it as a pencil drawing for right now. We're not going to go over any of our lines. Do your best. Again, I don't need them all to look exactly like this. So if yours is a little bit bigger, great. If yours is a little smaller, if it has a weirder shaped body, that's also fine. A lot of this is going to get covered up with the quills. All right. So keep this in a safe spot with your light brown paper and your paint. And we'll talk more about all three of those things next class. All right. Good luck, everybody.